Hello everyone. In our previous video, we have studied about meristematic tissue and today we are going to study about permanent tissue. Its different types. See, permanent tissue, it is of three types. Protective tissue, simple permanent tissue or ground tissue, and complex permanent tissue or vascular tissue. See, protective tissue, it is of two types, epidermis and cork, and simple permanent tissue or ground tissue, it is of three types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex permanent tissue, it is of two types, xylem and phloem. And first of all, we will study about simple permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue, it is of three types. So let's study about it. See, simple permanent tissue, they are those permanent tissue in which permanent cells are similar in structure, origin and function. And they are of three types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So let's study about parenchyma. See, parenchyma, it is the most abundant tissue of plants. Abundant means present in great quantity. So it is the most abundant tissue of plants. Parenchyma, it is found in all non-woody parts of the plants. Non-woody parts like stem, root, leaves, flowers or fruits. And it consists of cells with thin cell walls, and these cells, they are living, and cells are oval, spherical or polygonal in shape, and the cells have dense cytoplasm, a small nucleus and a large vacuole. See, in these cells, vacuole is large and nucleus is small, and these cells are loosely packed. They have large intercellular space between the cells. Intercellular space means space present between cells. So these cells, they are loosely packed and have large intercellular space. And parenchyma, it serves as a packing tissue to fill the space between other tissues. So parenchyma cells, these cells stores food. In some situations, it contains chlorophyll and perform photosynthesis. Means these cells, they have chlorophyll, that is why they perform photosynthesis. And then it is called sclerenchyma. It is present in leaves. So when parenchyma cells, they have chlorophyll in them, so this type of tissue is called sclerenchyma and it performs photosynthesis. Now in aquatic plants or hydrophytes, see, aquatic plants, we call them hydrophytes also, like water hyacinth and hydrilla. Large air cavities are present in parenchyma. Parenchymatous tissue, it is loosely packed, but in aquatic plants, this air space, it becomes more. So large air cavities are present in parenchyma to help them to float. And such type of parenchyma, it is called erenchyma. So these are the two modifications of parenchyma, erenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now let's study about collenchyma. Collenchyma, it is a simple permanent tissue of living cells which provides flexibility to soft aerial parts. Aerial parts, example, leaf stalk and young stem. See, what is leaf stalk? Leaf stalk or petiole is a part from where leaf blade, it is attached to the stem, and it helps them to bend without breaking, and it is present in tendrils and stems of climbers. It is present in tendrils also, and here also it provides mechanical strength, means it allows them to bend without breaking. So it provides mechanical support as well as flexibility, and the cells are elongated but appear oval or circular in transverse section. Means these cells are elongated in shape, but in transverse section they appear oval or circular, and the cells possess uneven thickening generally at the corners. Uneven thickening means these cells are thick at the corners due to the deposition of extracellulose at the corners of the cell. There is very little intercellular space between the cells. Means in collenchyma, there is very little intercellular space. And collenchyma, it is found below epidermis. And epidermis, what is epidermis? It is the outermost layer of cells covering the stem, root, leaf, flowers, fruits and seed parts of the plant. So this is collenchyma. Now let's study about sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma, it is a simple permanent tissue of dead and highly thick walled cells. And the thickening, it is made of lignin, which functions as cement and hardens the cell. Means this is a cementing material which hardens the cell. It provides hardness to the cells. And the cells of Sclerenchyma, they are closely packed without intercellular spaces. Means there is no intercellular space between the cells. And due to excessive thickening of cell walls, these cells have narrow lumen. And what is lumen? Cell cavity. Sclerenchyma, it is found in the husk of coconut. And this tissue, it is present in stems around vascular bundles. Now about vascular bundles, we will study further in this chapter. And it is present in the veins of leaves and hard covering of seeds and nuts. Because it provides hardness, so it is present in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. So it provides strength to the plant parts, and this tissue, it is made up of dead cells. So it provides hardness and stiffness to the plant parts. So this is Sclerenchyma. And we have studied about 3 types of simple permanent tissues. Just now we have studied about simple permanent tissues. And if we observe a transverse section of a dicot stem, what are dicot plants? Like sunflower, gram, kidney beans, pea, ये सब dicot plants हैं. तो अगर हम dicot stem का transverse section microscope से देखें, so it has different types of cells. And what are these cells? Like epidermal cells, collenchyma, parenchyma, cambium, xylem and phloem. And all these cells perform different functions. And what are these functions? Like xylem, it transports water. And phloem, it transports food. Epidermis, it provides protection. And collenchyma, it provides support. And we have studied that parenchyma, it stores food. And cambium, it causes growth in thickness. What is cambium? Cambium is the region which is responsible for growth in thickness. So we observe different groups of cells are present in a plant organ that help to perform different functions efficiently. So this is the transverse section of a dicot stem. If we observe it under microscope, so we found different types of cells which perform different functions.